All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. I tell you, first of all, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for turning on your video if you can. I love seeing your smiling faces. It is 8 p.m. Central. I know some places it's 9 o'clock, some places it's 7 o'clock, but it is in other places. We're starting to get Mexico in the house and British Columbia in the house and all people all over the world. I love these Sunday night calls because it's community. It's all about community. It's all about people, inspiring people, and like-minded people coming together. So I want to tell you again, normally these calls last about 45 minutes to an hour. Tonight's going to be about 30 minutes because we're having a little glitch in Zoom today, and they're not allowing me the full time like I normally get. So, but I have got a great call lined up. Let me tell you, I'm going to announce this couple in just a minute. But before I do, I want to tune you in this week. Let me tell you, how many of you, let's get a raise of hands, can feel something in the air for RX taking shape? I'm telling you right now, like I'm going to put both hands up, like there's things going on right now that we all want to tune into, okay? I just got back from Utah last week where I sat with Dr. Fred Cooper, where I sat with Marc Wilson, where I sat with Riley Timmer and all the other owners and executives in Chandler. And, well, I'll tell you this. I don't know anything. I really don't. But I'll tell you this. There's excitement in the air. You can just see it. You can feel it in the owner's face as you talk to them and the future. And so the first thing I want you to do, if you're taking notes, I hope you are, this week is going to be a very, very important week in your life, okay, for this business. Trust me, okay? Now, tomorrow, be watching your email, because you're going to have an email coming to you tomorrow from RX. Stay tuned, okay? That's going to lead you down the path of this week, okay? And I'd like to tell you more, but I really don't know a lot more, okay? So smile with me a little bit. Don't be like, come on, Brent. Now, you do know. I promise you I do not. But I'll tell you this. I sat across from Dr. Fred Cooper, and he said, this will be the single biggest announcement this company has ever announced. And here's what I'll tell you. When you're a part of a company that's growing at an alarming rate, that's jumped up the ranks to number 35 in the industry, when you got the owners looking at me going, we're going way above 35 this year, ladies and gentlemen. Like we're sailing. And you can see it in their face. We got a lot taking shape. So tomorrow, check your email. I don't know when it'll be coming out, but you can expect an email from the company tomorrow to kind of lead you in a direction. But this week is going to be some very, very, very big announcements for you and your team. So now's the time to plug in. That's why I'm telling you this right now. Like all I want to do at the beginning is go, I've been in the industry almost a decade, and one of the things that I can contribute our success to is the fact that I just plugged in the whole time. I hadn't always, I know some people think I'm just always on fire. No, I'm always consistent in plugging in. Always consistent. So here's the thing. We're going to put out on RX Nation sometime tonight the calls for this week. My Wednesday night prospecting call. My Sunday night team call. Chris Doyle and Todd Rowland's Saturday call. We got RX Live. We've got different calls going on with the company. We're going to put that out where you can tune into, okay? And then we've got other leaders from around that you're going to see their postings that you can tune into theirs, okay? I'm not the one that's managing everybody's. I'm going to put out mine. But here's the bottom line. You can tune in to all the leaders, but plugging in is going to be a key. It's going to be a key to your success and your team's success. So immerse yourself this week, okay? Can everybody give me a hand up on that and promise me that you will stay tuned in this week to what's going on? I don't want anybody to miss it. And tomorrow when the email hits you, then build for the event. Build for the email. Make sure your team knows about the email. Do your own individual Zooms with your team and get them in on the know, because it's only going to bless you for the future. Okay? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Exciting times. So, another thing that we've got, can you tell I'm a little giddy tonight? A little excited? Yeah, I am. This is a great week. So, I'm leaving something out. But Andrea Rosser will come on at the end and back clean up and tell me if I missed something, okay? I want to tune you in tonight while I've got time, okay? This couple's out of town. They're on vacation, but they said they absolutely would join us tonight, okay? I want to show you a couple of slides of a couple out of Nashville, Tennessee that's setting the woods on fire, okay? Marc and Beth Lewis. Watch this right here. Marc Lewis is down almost 60 pounds. Beth Lewis is down almost 30 pounds. Including their children, they've lost 100 pounds in the last 100 days. And they've also, in the meantime, now we're talking about two that run their own businesses, they've also become top power rankers by building their team to 75 new distributors in the last 100 days. That's getting close to averaging a new distributor every day, new rep every day. And they're just getting started. They're just getting started. I'm going to show you another slide right here. So I want you to know that another reason for my success, I believe, is I just plugged into people that was getting it done. Marc posted this on his Facebook the other day. You're talking about putting it out there loud and proud. He said, I have lost in weight +5. So he puts these 50-pound dumbbells up. I thought, that's huge, right? It's just tuning people into what they're doing. They've got their whole family involved, their whole family. So I just wanted to share this with you because they're sharing this on social media. They're getting together with people. Thank you, Andrea, for that. And if we've got another one, do we got another one? I think that's maybe it. So this couple's getting it done. And I just want to bring them on tonight. First of all, congratulate them. So Marc and Beth, can you hear me okay? Marc, Beth Lewis, Nashville, Tennessee. Are you there?
There we go.
Hey,
we're here now.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for taking time out of your vacation.
You are so very welcome.
Yes, very welcome.
Listen, I've been following you on social media. Todd Rowland obviously is very, very proud putting things out there, but you guys just do a lot on social media too. Congratulate, just acknowledging your team, acknowledging yourself. And you've had a tremendous transformation, both of you personally, and then you've capitalized on building the business too. So I think tonight I want to roll into Marc and Beth both are very successful entrepreneurs, and very busy people. But they jumped on board here. And I guess when I look, Marc and Beth, when I look at you two, I just see that you have grabbed RX and you're deciding to make it a total lifestyle change. And so I think I want to first roll into maybe just where you were at before RX health-wise and what you've done to get to where you're at with first the transformation. Then we'll go into the building the business side. But thank you so much for being here, and I'll just turn it over to you on that side.
Well, all of this a lot of things in our lives start out with prayer. One day in January this year, I was praying, says, God, I need to lose some weight. I was punching 400 pounds, 370 plus pounds, and wasn't having any health issues, but I was just huge. And I said, I need some extra income too, by the way. So while you're figuring out how to help me lose some weight, I need to figure out how to make some more money because I'm in a startup. I restarted a new business 2 years ago in the insurance world, and it's growing at unbelievable. It's like 6 employees now. It's growing unbelievably. So we're working that, but it really within the next 30 days, I got a call from a friend of mine that says, "Hey, Mark, I know you've been trying to lose some weight, and there's some health things I'd love to be able to introduce you to." And I said, "Yeah, no problem." He said, "I got this guy I want you to meet, some guy named Todd Rowland." I said, "Well," I said, it don't matter. I'll go sit and meet the guy. You know, he puts his pants on the same way I do every day, you know." So I go meet him, you know, and of course I get there and there's one of my friends named John Eubank. We call him Big John. Big John was really big, and he's gotten in business, and he brought the lady on that brought me to the meeting, you know. So it's kind of one of the things where this business really works when you build from friends to friends to friends and family and people they know. And it's amazing how small your circle really is when you start talking to people and who they are. But I went there and talked to that, and I come home and I told my wife after meeting with him, I says, "All right, I'm in." I said, I feel good about what I was told. I felt, you know, Todd was very trustworthy, and he's been up and honest with us every day and all along the way, you know, just like you want to be. So I came home and told my wife, I says, "Hey, I want you to, we're going to Zoom tonight with this guy." And tell him what you told me.
I said, I ain't Zooming with no man. I don't know. Sorry. I just don't, I didn't know what Zoom was. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mama because we have a business, so I stay at home. I said, I'm not Zooming with some strange man. No way.
So anyway, we got Todd, and Ken Bailey was on the phone that night, you know, and we got talking. And before we were done, Beth says, "Well, how do we sign up for this?" And we're ready to go.
How long does it take you to get me something?
To get us some product in here, you know. And literally we got the product in. We had a 3-day conference in North Carolina with the company I work for. And we came back home and our product was waiting for us. And literally that Saturday morning we got started. And we just started, we were losing, I lost like 7 pounds my first week. I was losing a pound a day, probably that first 21 days. And I probably wasn't really doing the product exactly how it's supposed to be done, but it worked, and we got everything kind of ironed out. And I come home one day, and Beth said, she looks at me and she says, "How you feel?" And I said, "I don't know, how you feeling?" And you said,
I said, if you don't get some product, somebody's going to be in big trouble. So whoever that dude we Zoomed with the other night was, because I didn't remember his name, I said, you better get him on the line, and because he's going to have to save your soul, because you're going to get in trouble if you don't get some product. So he got on the phone with Todd, and Todd, you know, guided us how to order some more, because this was all brand new to us, because I didn't want him in trouble. He's in trouble enough just breathing. So.
And then of course, COVID hit, you know, and all the craziness with all that. But, you know, being in one thing I found out about being in business, this is not only the business I'm in the insurance world, but this business is a full contact sport. You have to be belly to belly with somebody every day and have your list of people that you need to talk to every day, and try to have 3 to 5 to 10 contacts, whatever you got. If you're doing this full time, you probably need to be calling 100 people a day. I'm squeezing in 3 or 4 calls a day on top of my 100 calls that I'm doing from other business. So this thing is how we got off to such a fast start. We started calling people and telling them how we felt and how it was working. We became a product of the product at the end of the day. If you're on the product, you need to be using it and using it right and learning it and studying it. So when you talk to other people, you can explain how it works, and you don't need to get down to the cellular level on it, but you need to say, "Hey, I've been taking this. I feel better. I sleep better. I've lost weight. I'm buying new shirt sizes. I need smaller pants." All these things that go on. That's what people are looking for. They don't care if there's Fucoidan in the Lemieux products or what's in the Slenderex. They want to know what it does for them, you know. I've told a story to many salesmen every day. This guy walks into a hardware store and he says, "Hey, what kind of lawnmowers you sell?" The guy says, "Well, we don't sell lawnmowers. We sell short grass." And in this business, we're not selling products. We're selling a transformation of somebody's life. We've got a couple over in Arkansas. We signed up, friends of ours for years, and they were very skeptical of the product, but they bought like $500 worth or $600 the first order. And literally in 20 some odd days, he's lost 25 pounds. He's dropped his blood sugar 100 points per day. He's gotten off insulin shots.
She's lost 16.
She's lost 16, and he'll almost be off all of his diabetic medicine in almost a month. Now, once again, we can't say this stuff's going to cure, heal, diagnose, or do anything like that, but the results are what they are. So if you got somebody that's got health issues, tell them let's try it for 30 days and let's see what happens, because it's not going to hurt them any. But everybody we've tried it on, it's helped them out and it's done exactly what it's supposed to do. And it does it in a lot faster time than what you might even dream about.
And she signed up 4 last week to do the same
4.
products. So
Already.
Well, and that's the biggest thing, Mark and Beth, I see you guys doing is you're open to sharing, and you're doing it with friends, you're doing it with acquaintances. Like when you know you got your hands on a product that really works and really creates transformations, it's easy to share that. I just want to ask you this question. Like, you've had tremendous weight loss success, Mark, with this, and seen other people. What would you say the top products are that you're using on a daily basis? I know you're probably using everything, but what would be your go-to? You're not leaving home.
Well, and we keep waiting because we're using so much more all the time. We order different stuff all the time. So I keep thinking, okay, this product might be the one that we really don't care for. Nope, that's not true. It's always, we still love everything, whether it's Restorix, whether it's 5 times or Burn, or if it's Magna Cal D, whatever it might be, we love every single thing.
Well, I'll give you a little, the transformation packs work, with the Rejuvenex, the Slenderex, Accelerate, and the MOA. Those things will solve a lot of problems. If you look at, I went through and I had one of my ladies actually sat down with Todd one day, and he wrote down all the health problems that people had and the kind of combinations of products that work the best. And I would put MOA in everybody's diet that I ever met, period. And also the 5 times I got on the Lamou original the other day, and in 5 days, I'm doing it with my Slenderex. I lost 5 pounds from Saturday to Wednesday this week, okay? And I'd been kind of at that quarter pound to half pound. My weight loss had dropped down to 2 or 3 pounds a week. And literally I dropped 5 pounds in 5 days when I added that into the mixture. Now, I don't know if it's just shocking my body or whatever it is, but it works, okay? I need to lose 100 pounds, and I'm trying to get close to that in 6 months to 7 months if I can, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But I started exercising for the first time. But the Slenderex products, the Slenderex as it is awesome for curbing your appetite and stopping that craving for sugar. If you hadn't figured it out yet, now sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. All right. And if you don't believe me, go see what's in your cupboards if you haven't got on a strict diet of getting sugar out of your household, and see how much sugar is in what you intake every day, and you'll see how addicted you are. I didn't realize how bad I was, but we got this product up here in Tennessee called Sun Drop, and if you ain't had one, it is awesome, all right? It's a lot of sugar and a lot of caffeine.
I think it's like 30 times addictive.
Yeah, and I used to drink 2 or 3 of them a day, and some M&Ms, and just whatever else I could put in my mouth because I just needed sugar that bad. But the Slenderex is one of those things, man, that just, it hits that. So MOA, Slenderex, and then, of course, I'm assuming when I get to my weight I want to get to, then it becomes maintenance with Slenderex and Accelerate. But I haven't got there yet. I've lost 55 pounds. I'm at like 316 now. And my goal is to get down to under 300. And I've got I'm hoping the next couple of weeks I'll be under that 300 range. But, that's kind of a hard deal. I hadn't been under 300 probably in 30 years. So I'm turning the weight clock back a lot. And Beth is, I don't know if she's weighed 168 pounds since she's probably not supposed to tell a woman's weight, but 168.
It's a number, who cares?
Yeah, 168 pounds since she's probably in high school, maybe. And she may not have weighed that then. I don't know, but.
Since 4th grade, I think.
Yeah.
I think I went from 4th grade on. I've always been that.
So, it's just one of those things, man. And it takes there is some discipline there. So guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this. This will work for anybody that'll get on it and follow the food program with it too. You got to have that approved food list with it, and if you don't follow that, you're going to lose some weight, but your results aren't going to be like what Beth and I've had. But we're sticklers on the approved food list, man. You have got to follow that thing to the T and take the products at the timing it's told. And you know, it's just like if you bake a cake, man, and you don't put the right stuff in it or put it in the oven at the right temperature, it don't come out right. And this thing's the same way. There's a recipe that they designed for this thing, and it works 100% of the time if you follow the recipe. If you don't follow the recipe, it ain't going to work. So that's kind of the big stuff. That transformation pack is the go-to for me for 90% of the people we talk to.
Well, it's definitely working. You guys are up on the power rankings. Congratulations. I mean, you're adding to your team every day, every week. And what I'm going to reiterate as we end tonight, it's a lifestyle for you. You've involved your family, you've involved your friends. You know, I had somebody the other day talked about, you know, this industry, it's old school to share with your friends and family. And I'm like, what? When you got something that blesses people's lives, you know, in a company nobody knows about, like, why would you not tell your friends and family? Like, that's just crazy to me.
We don't want them mad at us later because we didn't tell them.
That's right.
You know, there is, I kind of equate this to, I'm an elder in my church, and I'm a firm believer in evangelism. And this product is very similar to that from a standpoint that you can transform somebody's physical life here with a few products for a couple $100. Okay, we're talking about this new transformation pack. The 2-month supply is under $8 a day to get you healthy. Okay,
I spent more than that on M&Ms.
Yeah, and McDonald's or whatever they're eating. 4. And it's just, I want to help the people I care about and share something with them that can change their lives. Now, it's their problem if they choose not to do it. And I'm going to tell you, like I've told every salesman I got, your job doesn't matter how much it costs or what it is. Your job is to make the presentation and share it with the people that you know that can use this. And even some of the people you're not sure they can or not, but you've got the obligations that you know what it does and how it works to share it with the people you meet. There's a moral obligation now that you know. If you didn't know, that's one thing, but you know now. So you have to share it with the people that you know and like and trust and care about, so you can help them do the same thing that you're doing right now. Because you know, making money is okay and everything else, but if you ain't taking care about people that you care about and even the people you don't know very well, you're gonna learn to care about them too, because we're here on this planet to care about each other. It doesn't matter what skin color we are or what nationality we are. We're here to love on each other and take care of each other, because that's what the Bible says we're supposed to do. And we have just got an awesome opportunity with this company to get out there and do that because of who we are and what we can do with it.
And no matter where you are, I mean, we're at the beach 8 hours from home and we're still doing RX.
Yeah, I just I'm helping a guy sign up another rep back home right now is what I was doing tonight. And then I talked to a lady, we'll sign her up probably tomorrow night. She's trying to figure out, she's going to try to have a couple people lined up before she signs up so she can hit ultimate real quick. So, you know, it's just a business mode you get into, and it just comes part of your lifestyle, you know, and it ain't something you turn on and turn off at a certain time of the day. It's something you wake up doing, you go to bed doing. And if you're good about it, you might even dream about it a little bit, you know, but it's, you know, and I'm unfortunately, I'm like Coach Palmer there. I played football, man. So I lived, drank, and slept football for 10 years. And it was ever part of me. It was ingrained in me. And unfortunately, that's the way I take everything on in my life. Like I'm trying to win a football game. And
every day for him. Every day is national championship for this one.
That's right. And because that's, you know, God put us on here to run the race, and we're all supposed to run the race to win the prize, okay? And I don't care if we're playing tiddlywinks or we're trying to be top power rankers or I'm trying to be the agent of the year in the company I work for. I'm giving it all I got, and you know, and that's all we ask. You know, whatever you got to give, that's what you need to give, and that's for yourself and other people. It's not really, I don't know how's a good way to put it, but it's to help other people out. At the end of the day, the more people you help get what they want, the quicker you'll get what you want. And Zig Ziglar said that better than I ever dreamed about it. But that's just the way it works, man. It's just an awesome piece.
Well, thank Mark, Beth. Here's, you know, as we end tonight, first of all, thank you for taking time out of your vacation. Please, in the chats, give them a congrats. You know, we're a group of people that inspire each other, you know, and you don't know, probably didn't know this until the day I actually reached out to Beth, got Marc's number, called Marc, because they've been inspiring me on social media. I don't know Marc and Beth. Like, I've never met them in person. But through their actions, it's inspired me to want to be more, to want to do more, to want to bless more people. They're making a difference in their self first, and then they're taking that message to others. And Marc and Beth, thanks for being an example. I know I'm going to work closely with you in the years to come. We're going to bless a lot of lives together, and that's what it's all about. And I want to end tonight with this, because Dr. Crystal Vance, and most of you know, is I want to put this post up. And Marc, this goes back to you and Beth and things that you said. You never know whose life you're impacting. That was the wrong one. Okay. That's okay. I'll say this. Dr. Crystal Vance, it's okay. We tried to get this post up last minute. She basically made a post tonight that said, you never know. And years ago, you know, she started this business, and I won't go through the names or anything, but one of her close personal friends got into this business and then lost their life to cancer, and was able to give her business to her daughter, willed it to her daughter. And today, that legacy lives on. It lives on. And she started talking about that in the message. And she said, you never know. And all I could think about was the ripple effect. The ripple effect. You start something and you never know what it ripples to. And Dr. Crystal Vance took a leap of faith years ago, kind of like you, Marc and Beth, like busy, owning her own practice, like out trying to thrive and succeed and running an occupation. And then this business comes in, and she invited a couple of her besties to join her. And they did. And today that ripple continues on in the form of transformations, both financially and health-wise. And it's branched into other parts of the world. You never know. And I want this to be a challenge to all of you on this call tonight. The reason I had Marc and Beth on tonight is because they've been inspiring me by what they're doing. It's rippled to me. And I hope it ripples to you. I hope you go and you follow them on social media. Marc, it's M-A-R-C, Marc Lewis and Beth Lewis. See what they're doing. See how they're doing it. They're doing it belly button to belly button. They're doing it sharing with their friends and their family and their friends and family and their closest. And they're rippling it out there. And they're changing people, and they're getting excited and fired up about transformations, whether it's financially, whether it's health, whether it's outside on people's body, and they're getting excited about sincerity, whatever it is. They're celebrating victories. And we all have that ability. We all have that ability. I want you to look at this tonight. Thank you, Andrea. There's many reasons we do what we do. We each individually have a why. Lisa Wandler had a why. It was to create a legacy. Lisa's story started 5 years ago when myself, you can read it, Desiree, Amy were my ladies that joined me to go 2K VIP. The now goal. Lisa had just come through a battle of breast cancer. She came through and realized life needed to be different. She wanted to live every day happy, grateful, and on purpose. Her team exploded with amazing team members, especially her daughter, Ashley. Think about you. Think about the ripple you could be. They all teamed up, and today that business still creates significant income for her family. Lisa still makes money, even though she is not physically here. She created a legacy. So today, 4 years and 1 day later, it doesn't hurt less, just different. I share a story. We don't know how many hours we have with the people we love. We don't know how long we have to impact the world and leave a mark, ripple effect. We do not know that there is a way the everyday people like you and I can leave a financial dynasty to our kids, our family, our churches, our mission. This is why we do what we do. This is why we purchase a pack. This is why we share the whole opportunity to people. Guys, as this ends, I got 1 more minute, less than a minute left. Thank you, Dr. Crystal Vance, for sharing this today. I knew Lisa, and she made an impact on my life. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to affect a lot of people with this company, and we're just getting started. And I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. Thank you for being here tonight. God bless. Have a great night. I'll see you this week. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Beth.